Your phone vibrates one last time, then nothing. The cell towers are gone. The power grid has collapsed. Radio waves carry nothing but the hiss of electromagnetic chaos. In the aftermath of a nuclear exchange, the very fabric of modern communication disintegrates in an instant. No texts, no calls, no internet, just silence. But, humanity has always found a way to connect. Today we're exploring the communication methods that could save lives when civilization's infrastructure lies in ruins. This is about survival. This is about rebuilding. This is about the signals we'd send through the darkness. First, let's understand what we're facing. A nuclear detonation doesn't just destroy through blast and heat. It unleashes an electromagnetic pulse, or EMP, that fries unprotected electronics across vast distances. Your smartphone? Dead weight. Your laptop? A paperweight. Anything connected to the power grid? Gone. But here's what survives: simple technology, mechanical systems, and honestly, human ingenuity. In the first 48 hours, communication becomes primal. Visual signals become your first language. During World War II and beyond, survivors used mirror flashes, smoke signals, and even arranged stones to communicate. In daylight, a simple mirror can send signals up to 10 miles away. 3 flashes means distress. You're creating your own Morse code with nothing but reflected sunlight. At night, fire becomes your beacon. Controlled burns in specific patterns. 1 fire means safe location. 3 fires in a triangle means need assistance. Ancient, yes. But when satellites are destroyed and cell towers are rubble, ancient works. Sound signals travel far. Church bells, air horns, even banging on metal. These create audio markers. 3 sharp sounds repeated becomes the universal distress call. In the eerie silence after the bombs, sound carries differently. Use it. Now we dig into the technology that surprisingly survives. Ham radio, the post-apocalypse lifeline. Amateur radio operators, or hams, have been preparing for this moment for decades. Why? Because their equipment is often EMP hardened, battery or generator powered, and operates on frequencies that can bounce off the ionosphere. Meaning, you can communicate across continents without infrastructure. After Hurricane Katrina, ham radio was one of the few working communication methods. After a nuclear event, those old Yaesu and Kenwood radios sitting in basements, wrapped in protective Faraday cages, become worth more than gold. Frequencies to remember: 14.300 MHz for international emergency, 7.290 MHz as a backup emergency frequency, and VHF or UHF for local communication. CB radio and FRS walkie-talkies. Citizens band radio doesn't need a license, and many truck drivers and rural communities still use it. Range is limited, maybe 3 to 5 miles, but for local coordination, it's invaluable. Channel 9 is the traditional emergency channel. Family radio service walkie-talkies, the kind you buy at sporting goods stores, work for neighborhood networks. Simple, battery-powered, effective. So, the scavenger's toolkit, right? Car batteries, they end up becoming power sources, and solar panels that somehow survive the blast. They turn into charging stations. Funny thing, old tube radios are actually more resistant to EMP than all those fancy modern transistor electronics. It's like the past becomes the future, when all that tech fails, we just go back to the oldest network there is: people. The messenger system, yeah. Throughout history, from the old Persian Empire to the Pony Express, human messengers have carried information across, impossible distances. In a post-nuclear world, organized runner networks start to pop up. These runners travel between settlements, carrying written messages, medical info, and, intelligence about radiation zones. They memorize routes, safe houses, water sources, everything. It's dangerous work for sure, but communication is survival. Physical message boards, they're kind of essential now. Every settlement needs a central hub, a proper bulletin board where info gets posted. Survivors searching for family, warnings about contaminated areas, trading info, even maps marked with radiation readings. These boards, honestly, they become the social media of the wasteland. Just simple paper, protected from the weather, carrying the weight of entire communities. Dead drops and cache systems, yeah, they're pretty fascinating. Borrowed from Cold War espionage, dead drops are predetermined locations where messages are left for specific individuals or groups. Think like a hollow tree, a cairn of stones, or a buried container. It's low-tech, but honestly, it's secure and reliable when you can't meet face-to-face. So months pass, survivors begin to organize. And this is when communication evolves from survival to rebuilding. Field telephone networks, they're kind of old school but super effective. Old military field telephones or even improvised wire systems create local networks. Copper wire, buried or strung between buildings, carries voice signals powered by hand-cranked generators. No electricity needed, no satellites required. Just physics, really. During World War I, field telephone networks connected trenches across hundreds of miles. The same principle works for connecting survivor settlements. Now, pneumatic tube systems, those are interesting too. In dense urban areas with intact buildings, pneumatic tubes, the same ones that banks used, can move physical messages. Powered by simple air pressure, they're immune to electromagnetic interference. Signal towers and relay stations, right? Those come next. Communities begin building elevated platforms for visual signaling. Flag systems, light signals at night, even semaphore, the old naval communication method using 2 flags to spell out letters. Each relay station extends the range by passing messages forward. A network of 10 stations, each 5 miles apart, means communication across 50 miles. As order returns, so does infrastructure. But it's different. Harder. More resilient. So, survivors start figuring out how to build Faraday cages. These are basically simple metal enclosures that protect electronics from electromagnetic pulses. And, interestingly, some military surplus equipment, if it's been stored the right way, actually comes back online. Then, people get creative with generator networks. They tap into hydroelectric power from local streams, put together wind turbines using scavenged parts, and, believe it or not, even set up bicycle-powered generators. It's not a lot of electricity, but just enough to bring back radio transmission. Shortwave broadcasting. Someone, somewhere, gets a transmitter working. A voice breaks through the static. There's information about safe zones, warnings about marauders, and, well, proof that others survived. Shortwave radio can reach thousands of miles. Just one broadcaster can connect dozens of communities. The new postal service. As radiation levels drop and routes become safer, organized mail service returns. Riders on horseback, boats on rivers, convoys of vehicles, all carrying messages, supplies, and honestly, hope. Communication isn't just about technology. It's about the human need to connect, to share, to know we're not alone in the darkness. In a post-nuclear world, every signal matters. Every message carried, every voice that breaks the silence. From mirror flashes to ham radio, from runners to relay stations, we adapt, we innovate, we survive. Because when everything falls apart, the first thing we rebuild is the ability to say, "I'm here. Are you there?" The bombs may silence our machines, but they cannot silence humanity's will to reach out through the void. Start preparing now. Learn radio operation. Store equipment properly. Build community networks before you need them. Because when the day comes, and we pray it never does, communication won't just be important. It will be everything. Thanks for watching.